Welcome back, it's Horizon, and today I'm going to be reviewing Tower of God, chapter 555. So to start out, we have Yuri, and she appears to be confronting Jihad in some type of way, or at least going to a place where Jihad or some form of God is worshipped. It's not really clear, but what matters most is what happens to her before everything goes down. She gets a notification that Bomb is to be wed to the winner of a competition being held by the Lopo BF family. First of all, I was actually right about to say something like, imagine being able to get notified of anything in the world no matter where you are. Like, that's just kind of crazy. But then I realized, like, bro, we can literally do that. Like, we have phones. So I'm kind of an idiot, I guess. I was thinking along the lines of like Yuri not signing up for a notification, like it just pinged her without her consent or whatever. But then, like, even if somebody has your number in real life, they can just text you from anywhere regardless of your consent or not to receive the message. Like, dang, bro, Tower of God might not be as futuristic as we think, but this also got me thinking about things like, are there scammers in Tower of God who just send fake notifications to pockets of rich regulars and then just rob them or something? Like, probably, dude. I wish we'd seen something like that, especially considering that law enforcement in the tower is absolutely abysmal. But anyways, huge tangent aside, Yuri is absolutely distraught by this news, and watching her take her anger out on a bunch of those goobers was pretty entertaining, dude. It reminded me of that one SpongeBob scene.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I need it!
We then go to the prison where Kun is located, and we see Kun visited by Gustang himself, which is extremely interesting. And the conversation we get here is absolutely insane. Basically, Gustang confirms that all he said about his family being the only source of truth in the tower is complete BS, and he wants to employ Kun's intellect to help him rescue Bomb, and then use Bomb to rewrite history and undo all the falsehoods. So now I actually do believe him here. I do think that this is his real motive, and I think that Jihad is fully aware that he's scheming something like this, which is why he wants the Pobedao family eradicated. Either way, this provides a lot of context on Gustang, and I'm really liking what I'm seeing here, man. Gustang is my favorite family head, and honestly, I think it's going to stay that way, man. Gustang is on the come up. I wouldn't be surprised if he was in my top 5 within the next 50 chapters or so. I'm going to discuss this dialogue and its implications and possibilities in more detail in the discussion video for this chapter, but for now, let's move on to the new character that got introduced in this chapter, Pobedao Tiara. I'm really glad they introduced this character, since at this point Gustang and Chamray themselves, who are the biggest source of unpredictability, power, and chaos, are kind of taking a step back in this arc, for now anyways, and we get to explore both fan favorites such as Yuri and Kun, while at the same time being exposed to absolute lunatic powerhouses such as Tiara and Lilial, both coming from the two families that this arc is focused on, and both of them are able to check Yuri and Kun respectively. And I mean respectively as in, the order of their names and who I'm referring to. I don't mean like literal respect because, none of that will be shown here. But that's most of what I got for this chapter. Like, overall, I thought it was an amazing chapter. We got a great Yuri moment, which, by the way, I'm able to admit it, dude. Like, I don't dislike Yuri. I just like her less than the average Tower of God enjoyer, alright? Great Yuri moment, amazing, and really fascinating Gustang dialogue, and the introduction of another variable in the plot that is already setting up nicely. For a chapter as a whole, it's an 8 out of 10, but rating this as a setup chapter, this is a 9.5 out of 10. What an amazing setup chapter. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, and if you want to take your support even further, check out my Patreon, link in the description. I have reactions to tons of unreleased chapters. I have vaulted past live streams, stuff like that. Just a ton of exclusive content, so definitely check that out. Thank you so much to my patrons, Joel and Tico, and an extra special shout out to Gavin, Nicholas, and Remorsefuls for being those irregular and access to your patrons. Your support means the world to me. Discord in the description as well, and that's about all I've got for today. Peace out.